Ooh, shake it up, baby. This is John Paul. And, you know, you've been, and I want to say hello to Walter and to Grace. And both you guys are awesome. And on this path of understanding how this equipment works and how our thoughts work inside this equipment, I finally got to, I think, the most important element of thought that we can place inside us to prevent illness, death, disease, and all kinds of afflictions. In other words, if you've got something wrong with you right now, if you start to use what I'm going to tell you, your body will start to rebuild and get rid of whatever shouldn't be there and put in whatever thought you want. And the best thought you can put in there, first of all, is love. 100%. You got to fill yourself with love and know that the thought that you're sending is love. If you're sending something else besides love out of your thought field, you're draining yourself and you're creating whatever image you want to have inside yourself, and your cells just do whatever images you're sending out. That's all they do. They don't know any better. They're just receptors of your thought, and they do what you tell it to do. So here's the secret. Have you ever wondered why, when they talk about UFO brothers, outer brothers and sisters, that they never look older than 28? George Van Tassel, Suganda, who actually took him aboard his craft in 1952 and gave him the plans for the Integratron, told him, and George says in his interview, you can listen to it on George Van Tassel interview in 1964, that Suganda didn't look a day over 28, and he said he was over 700 Earth years old. How is that possible? Well, it's impossible if you have no knowledge of how powerful your thought field is. But the time formula, the time machine formula, and this is for our time as well. In other words, it's the same formula that was given to George Van Tassel for his time machine. But that same formula works for us in this time machine. We're really walking around in time machines if you really understand that. So it's frequency. F equals, that's frequency. Whatever kind of frequency you want to create equals 1 over T, which is time. So that's the formula for how you manifest anything. But let's see how it works for us. Frequency. And a frequency is nothing more than a thought. That's your thought. What frequency are you on? You know, what's your vibe, you know? What frequency are you on? And then once you know what frequency you're on, or you want, and then you put time into it, that one thought, divided by time, creates it. So the frequency, and this is why 27 is such a magic number. I call it 727. It's from heaven, 100%. The reason is because our body dies or stops growing on its own at age 26. So the best time, now that the body is fully matured and you want to hold that body at that point, is to focus on 27. So what you do is, first of all, you know that your pineal gland, you charge it, and you get it going, and you know where it is. You understand how it operates, both sides of the system, right? The Father, the Son, and the pineal gland, the Holy Spirit, which is your third brain. Now start thinking just 27. 27 years of age. You want to be 27 again, just 27. It's a magic number. As much as you can put 27 in your head, and you've told your cells that's what 27 means, that you want to be 27 again, your body automatically starts to manifest that the more you can hold it. So that's the secret of the aliens looking so young, and yet they're so old. Now don't tell this to the Social Security office, because they don't want this information out. Can you imagine? They're going to have to pay me 700 years. Oh my God, my picture will be on the wall. So it's so important. And literally, once you start focusing on 27, your body starts to rebuild itself. And I'm 71, and I'm telling you, my whole body is totally rebuilding itself because it's listening to my frequency, the thought of 27 inside my body. If you do it, you'll find it'll be the same thing for you. This is not just me speaking. This is the time machine formula. Start thinking 27. Start feeling 27. Start moving your body around. Start looking at yourself. Start touching yourself. Start loving yourself. Start being whole with yourself. And put 27 as your frequency. I want to be 27 again. Come on, man. 27. Yeah. Guess what? It's a lot better than thinking about 71. Give me 27 all day long. All right, I'm John Paul Elliott. Try this out, and then look at my other videos, and you can see how we mammalize, how mammalization and shaking your body is so good. And while you're doing that, think 27. Put 27 as your frequency field, and you'll see it starts to manifest. It's that simple. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for listening again. Thank you, Grace Butler, for all your great work, and thank you, Walter. Meditation man, you're the best. I love you guys. Thank you again. Enjoy your 27 frequency.